you have frame elaborate on key terms?
Great. So you went back and you reread your first paragraph. Does your frame elaborate on your key terms?
No.
What are the key terms in your assertion?
Yes, actually it does. Environments.
What's the key term in your assertion?
Gun stop violence.
Circle it. Guns?
Gun law stop
Okay.
violence.
Great. Okay. So now, when you read me your frame, I'm going to be listening to see if you elaborated on the fact that gun laws stop violence. That's what I'm listening for. Go ahead and read me your frame.
It helps stop violence because there will be less deaths.
What's it?
The gun laws.
Oh.
There will be less deaths.
So here you're saying your key term is that gun laws stop violence. Gun laws stop violence because there will be less deaths, but why? I need you to tell me more, right? You want to take your argument and push it further in your frame.
That it helps people's safety.
Why are you arguing there will be less deaths if there's more gun laws?
Because people will be able to get a gun and they won't be able to kill people who want to kill them.
So I heard you say that it would make it harder for people to get a gun.
Yeah, but
so that's why you think there'll be less deaths. Oh, I want you to tell me that. I want you to really elaborate on those key terms. Tell me something new in your frame that I don't already know. Okay? So what are you working on?
Frame tells me that I don't really know.
And how are you going to do that?
I say that it will stop. It will stop people from getting guns.
It?
The gun laws will stop. Stop getting people guns. Like letting people have guns.
Which will what?
Which will prevent less deaths.
Prevent less deaths?
Only prevent deaths.
Great. Excellent. Thinking about your second question, and I'm going to come back and do on that later. I asked you to come prepared to our conference with the answers to 2 questions, right? What was the first question?
This is the central broad argument in your essay.
Okay. Did you underline your thesis?
Thesis is gun control law should be stricter in the United States during the years lately. There's no evidence. The amount of murders have been averaging higher, therefore there should be stricter gun laws.
Where is that sentence? Oh, you did underline it. Next time when you're given a sheet and I tell you what I want you to do to prepare for the conference, I want to make sure you do it. Here it asks you to underline your thesis. I want you to come prepared to our conferences. Okay? Okay. What is the purpose of a thesis statement?
It's like it tells you about the thesis statement tells what the whole essay is about.
Great. And how come we said that thesis statements should be broad? They shouldn't be specific.
Because it's not.
Thesis statement should be broad?
Thesis statement should be broad because it shouldn't have too much evidence. It's just supposed to like give an opinion, and then it's supposed to tell about what the whole essay is about.
Okay. So based on your thesis, I'm thinking that your whole essay is going to be about the amount of murders are too high.
Yes.
So there should be gun control laws. Is each of your assertion about how the amount of murders have been too high? Oh, interesting. The sentence you underlined here as your thesis is different than the thesis that you had in your outline.
I think I lost that one out. I think my thesis is the U.S. age has had a very high average of murders, therefore the gun law should be stricter.
I want you to read me both of these sentences back to back, and I want you to be thinking, what new information am I getting? Go ahead and read me from the amount.
The amount of murders have been averaging higher, therefore there should be stricter gun laws. The USA has had a very high average of murders, therefore the gun law should be stricter.
What do you notice about those 2 sentences?
They sound like...
Does one sentence tell me anything new? Does your thesis tell me anything new that this sentence doesn't tell me?
No.
So I think we're getting confused on what our thesis is because you have 2 sentences that say almost exactly the same thing. You just underlined your thesis. I want you to cross out that other sentence that's confusing us and not telling us anything new. Good. From now on, when you are writing your essay, I want you to underline your thesis so that you know exactly what the controlling argument of your essay is. Okay? What do I want you to do from now on when you're writing an essay?
Underline your thesis so that way you know what your controlling argument is.
Great. So what was the next thing I asked you to come prepared to talk about?
What background info does the reader need to understand your evidence?
Okay.
context. That was my second one. My first context is, for example, when Australia's gun.
Oh, I don't want you to read me your context. I want you to answer that question for me. What background information does the reader need to understand your evidence?
They need to understand that Australia has had strict gun laws, which have prevented many deaths and has taken away the guns. And the U.S. has had many more murders and should have stricter gun laws like Australia.
Part of what you're telling me is what you'll do in your explanation, but I just want to know what kind of background information, who, what, where, when, does the reader need to know to be able to understand your evidence? Can you read me your piece of evidence?
In 1996, Australia banned assault weapons and began bringing back 600,000, 50,000 of them. But the them as guns.
So something I'm wondering in my head is like, why did Australia do this? I want background information about why Australia decided to create this law in 1996. Why did they do that?
To prevent deaths, and would prevent deaths due to guns.
Because what did they notice was happening?
Murders.
Interesting. So they created this law in 1966, you mean, in response to what they were seeing, because they were seeing so many deaths?
Yes.
That would be really helpful information for me to know to understand this quote. So as you're writing your context for this essay, you're not writing about a literary essay anymore, right? So you can't go back into the book and say, oh, what was happening in the book right before? But what I want you thinking is, what was happening during that time? Or what was happening in that place during that time when this law or these laws were created? Got it? So what are you going to do as you go back and revise your context?
Make sure that it gives why they made this law and why these two laws were created.
Great. Go ahead, go back to your seat and revise your context. First question that I asked you to prepare an answer for.
Do your assertion support your thesis?
Great. Do your assertion support your thesis? And what's the answer to that?
Yes.
Okay. Can you show me where your thesis is? Read it for me.
The U.S. should have stronger gun control laws so it can prevent violent crimes and make it hard to get a gun.
Okay. So you're taking the standpoint that we should have stricter gun laws because they'll prevent violence, right? Great. Can you read me your assertion?
Gun laws do prevent gun violence, but does not affect most of the time.
Huh. Your thesis is that the U.S. should have stronger gun control laws so that it can prevent violent crimes and make it harder to get a gun. I'm expecting all of your assertions to connect and support your thesis. Here in this assertion, how does this assertion connect to your thesis?
Showing a way why we need stronger gun control examples of
Why? Just your assertion. Why does your assertion say we need stronger gun control laws?
because it says it does not affect most of the time, so it's like relating to the thesis.
What do you mean does not affect most of the time?
Like it doesn't like affect people's decisions when they use guns.
So you're saying that if we have gun laws, it doesn't really affect people.
Like it's saying that we need stronger.
But this doesn't say we need stronger gun laws. This says gun laws prevent gun violence, but it doesn't affect most people. It doesn't affect people.
I like not writing directly. Like I'm showing that it's like relating in a way that they need stronger control laws, and then it goes on about ways that people.
I want you to not talk about how it goes on. I want us to just look at your assertion. Your assertion, all your body paragraph assertions must always support your thesis. This assertion right now does not support your thesis. The first half of the assertion does, where you say gun laws do prevent gun violence, that supports your assertion. But here where you start talking about, but it doesn't affect most of the time, I think you mean to say, but it doesn't affect people. I think we're missing the word people, right? But it doesn't affect people most of the time. Well, that's not going to convince me that we should have stronger gun control laws if you're arguing that these laws don't affect people most of the time. In your essay, your assertion tells me you're going to argue that we should have stronger laws because the laws will prevent crimes. Your assertion needs to match with your thesis. Does that make sense? What do you need to make sure that you're doing?
That the assertion matches my thesis.
Great. Do you feel confident in how you're going to revise this statement?
I'm sure, because I don't know any other marks. Like, I'm trying to show people a way that why we need to make it stronger.
So why do we need to let's stick with the first part of your assertion, because that part of your assertion connects to your thesis. Do you see how the first part connects and the second part doesn't? Okay, so let's stick with the first part of the assertion, and let's just revise the second part of the assertion. Read me the first part.
Gun laws do prevent gun violence.
Great.
But does not prevent all gun violence. But does not prevent all gun violence.
You keep on wanting to add a but statement. That makes your argument much less convincing. You don't want to say, like, on the one hand this, but this, because that's going to mean you're not convincing. You're trying to argue a point, so you don't want to tell me, like, well, we should do this, but it's really not going to make a difference. You need to tell me why. Instead of thinking of a but statement, I want you to think of a because statement. So start here again and give me a because statement.
Gun laws do prevent gun violence because of the impact it has on people.
Great. And then in your frame, what are you going to do?
Why show how it has an impact on people?
Exactly. Excellent. That's exactly what you're going to do. Do you have another assertion that you've written for a different body paragraph, or are you still on your first body paragraph?
Until my first paragraph.
Okay, great. So you're going to revise this, and then when you write your assertion for the second body paragraph, what are you thinking?
How it's
Yeah, let's look at your outline assertion.
How is it easy? Why is it so easy to get a gun? Or describe it if it is too easy to get a gun.
Okay, and what side are you going to have to take in order to make sure that it connects to your assertion, to your thesis? Are you going to argue that it is too easy or it's not too easy?
It is too easy.
Great, and that will connect to your thesis.
These are my assertions.
Let's look at your other two assertions then in your outline. Good. I just want you to connect it a little bit more. You're arguing that the U.S. should have stronger gun control laws, and one of the reasons they should have stronger gun control laws is because right now you're saying it's very easy to get a gun. So I want you to just tell me the U.S. should have stronger gun control laws because it's very easy. Right now it's too easy to get a gun. Okay? I need you to connect back to your assertion here. And then here, people should not have the right to own their own gun because it will result in violence. Excellent. This connects to the fact that the U.S. should have stronger gun control laws because it can prevent violent crimes. This connects perfectly. Yep. So this assertion looks good to go. You know what you're going to do to revise this one. And here, again, we know what we need to do. What do you need to do with this one?
You're going to show why it's easy to get a gun.
Okay. I'll come find you later